Okie dokie, guys. My name is Dr. Sharnael Wolverton-Sehon. I am with Swiftfire, and I am live here. I guess it looks like it's 7 o'clock, and it's my time to go. I'm going to take a little breath here because this is the biggest class I've ever taught in my entire life, and I'm not going to lie to you. I have not been sleeping for a couple days. Hi, Jasmine. I have been to the bathroom numerous times for the last few days, even barely thinking about this. So if everyone could please vote my victory in this situation. I'm literally shaking, and that's, I teach a lot, and I am usually in front of a lot of people. 40,000 is the biggest amount of people I've ever done, but there are 150,000 people in this group and growing, and hey, you know what? No pressure at all. Let's just whatever. So send me the good vibes, and please, good vibes for everything, for us to be able to hear this and understand it clearly. So I have a couple things. I am excited because I'm going to be teaching about changing and shifting negative patterns. Okay, I have been with Young Living for 10 years now. I was one of the first diamonds who had made it after a long 6 years of not anyone make a diamond, and I made it very quickly. For back then it was very quickly. I made it in 18 months, and mostly through a lot of classes. I was doing 4 to 6 classes a week. I still do 4 to 6 classes every single week. Get in front of people. That's how you're going to get people with you, is you got to get in front of people, as many people as possible. And so, hey Haley and all you guys, get in front of people. And like I said, I haven't gotten in front of this many people before, but we got this, right? Okay, so I've been with Young Living for 10 years. Back when we had Christmases at Gary's house. Okay, I traveled all over the world with Gary. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Okay, I wasn't planning on that. I've been all over to multiple countries with Gary, all over the United States with Gary. I've traveled as a naturopathic doctor, been able to help him with great ideas and awesome products and incentives, and it's been amazing. It's been an awesome ride. And I would say the biggest thing that I see as people are getting in and they're excited, the biggest reason why people don't get to the top is because of what's going on up here and what they're talking about. It's the belief system. And so we are going to talk about beliefs. The word believe is a fascinating word because it means to be alive in something and to embody that. And so we're going to talk about beliefs and how beliefs can mess up your advancement or your being the perfect person that you're supposed to be in God's image and doing all the great things that God is, because we are made in His image and we get to do all the God things just because He loves us, and just because we're here, we get to do our destiny. It says that He has plans for us, plans that are good, things that are good for us, and it's just us, our heart, our mind, and our mouth that sometimes bring a delay in some of that. And so we're going to talk about how to shift any self-sabotages that you may have been having, or any feelings of being stuck, or if there's anything that's ever happened where you're just like, how do I get to this next thing? I choose to really be all that I can be. I mean, you're going to be here, right? So let's do something together. So I'm going to talk about how to transform all that with fun and with ease, because you could do this. I could do this. We're doing it. So you are a co-creator. You are a co-missioner. We get to, I don't like the word co-labor because that sounds like work. That sounds really hard. Cancel, clear all that. I'm a co-missioner. You are a co-missioner. And we get to co-mission with God, who is the creator. And He made us in our image and created this entire world and universe with His words and with the essence of who He is. And He created us to do the same thing. So let's talk about how you can do that, and how that can change not just your ministry, not just your family, but everyone who touches the hem of your garment. Everyone in your electrical field, everyone even quantumly who knows you that you contact, you can shift that. So now before we do that, I am going to show you a little bit about me, just so you know something about me. I'm actually from Montana originally. My dad was in the service, in the Air Force, for 21 years, so we traveled mostly in the northern states and lots in Europe, and I've been to almost, I've been to, I think, 44 countries now. Not just with being in the service, but through ministry. My background is 20 years of ministry, and then I became a naturopathic doctor through my working out my own balance and my own clearing of some dis-ease issues that were going on with me. I found nutrition and juicing and essential oils and a lot of other things that helped me get me back and get to do it. Because I mean, I don't care how many prophetic words you have, I don't care how many dreams you have, I don't care how many goals you have. If you are not feeling well, you're not going to be the best you. And if you don't have the opportunities or the provision to do what you choose, then you have to figure out new ways. You have to create a way. And so I'm so thankful for Young Living. I'm so thankful for getting my life back and for all the things that Young Living has given me to be able to even do what I'm doing. But so I'm going to show you a picture of this is my hubby. This is my high school sweetheart right here. That's in Montana. I'm actually living in Louisiana now. He's a Louisiana boy. And this is my man. And this is my family. So yeah, my high school sweetheart and all my little kiddos. And I'm just so proud of everybody. Super, super stoked. Okay, but that's not where I wanted to go. These are some ways that you can contact me. I have a lot of different classes. Of course, Facebook. Okay, Facebook will not let you have more than 5,000 friends or something, but you can actually just follow me, and then you can get my notifications. Instagram, all those kind of things. Definitely follow me. And I have YouTube, and so let me turn that back around. Okay, yes, I did it. Yay, I'm learning. Okay, so also, before we start, I have some giveaways because I choose not only to give you some valuable keys to shift your energy, to shift your field, to shift your whole life, but I choose to invest in you physically by sowing into you. So, how do I do that? Well, I have some things that I'm giving away because it's really fun to do that. When you get to be in this position, it's fun to give away stuff. And I hope that at any rank that you are, or any position you are in whatever job you have, that you will give away, because there is a law to sowing and reaping. And as you give, you're giving into the heart of God, and it always comes back, right back to you. So, and a lot of times, 10 times better, 1,000 times better, 7 times better. So what are some of the things that I'm giving away? I'm giving away, let me see, 10 of these babies. This is Envision, because this is what we are going to be talking about tonight. Envisioning and manifesting our perfect desires, okay? We're going to talk about the difference between setting goals and actually creating and living your goals, living your life that you desire. So I'm going to give away 10 of these little bottles. I'm going to give away 3 of the Journey, which you guys all know about Journey probably. This was the oil that Gary had on as he transcended. I love him. Send everybody love. I'm giving some swag away, some diamond swag. These are some things that we got at convention last year for free. And I know it may not sound like a big deal, but, oh, it's upside down and backwards. Holy moly. Okay. But I'm praying over this stuff. And a lot of times people who have come to convention will ask me, hey, can I wear your badge, or can I have something that you have, or can I have one of your books that you've written, or can you sign it, can you pray for it? Because there's frequency to this stuff, you guys. Just like Paul blessed different napkins and prayed over things, and then people got those napkins and they were touched and they were healed. we get to walk in that too. And when I'm believing that all of this stuff that we give away, that I give out today, that is going to have a frequency to bring you abundance and all the things. Abundance doesn't just mean health and money. It means everything, all the good things. So these things, I'm giving away 12 registrations, free registrations to my classes. Okay, I'm giving 3 classes away to my keto group, which has 31 different classes in it. Short videos, one for every day to totally reprogram. I'm giving away 3 muscle testing and getting your highest choice classes. Okay, 3 of those. I'm giving away, basically the muscle testing class, Itovi and Zyto are great, and you have to invest in it financially. How about if you could understand how you personally don't even require those things, but you can just know how to test someone with your body, test their body, and know exactly what they require to get them balanced and whole. I'm going to teach you that, and I'm going to teach 4 different ways in that demo. So I'm giving 3 of those away. I'm giving 3 I love my liver group, which is going to be, it's awesome. Okay, there's tons of videos in there, lots of resources. It walks you all the way through a 4-day liver cleanse. Your liver is the seat of everything, so that's really, really important. And of course, it's going to talk about all of the products to use to have the best turnout in that. Most of them you get from the grocery store. It's simple and easy. The rest you get, of course, from none other than Young Living. I'm also going to give away 3 free registration classes to my crystals and the Bible group. Okay, this group, believe me, I'm a Christian. I've been following God a long, long time, and even when I got in the oils, I thought, this is iffy, this is sketchy, this is weird, that an oil could actually like bring any kind of shift to me. It just seems like woohoo. And what I'm really learning and discovering as I'm getting more open to truth here and remembering truth and being true, that crystals actually have frequency too, and they do a lot, and there are a ton of scriptures that support that too, and you're going to see there's a ton of people who are catching on to that. So I'm also giving away a conscious language package, which includes 2 CDs, a book, and a body language book. And this is just because this is such a big staple of what we're going to be talking about today. Conscious language is so key in everything that we are doing to shift everything. And then the other thing, the last thing, and the biggest thing, I can't even believe I'm doing this. Probably everyone will think I'm crazy. Some people might be mad. I don't really know. I'm just going to do it anyway. This ginormous box is a Tiffany and Company salad bowl that was given to me by Gary and Mary, and I adore it. I absolutely love it. I cherish it. And I also was like, you know what? I love it so much. I really choose one of you guys to have this. It's a huge, ginormous crystal, basically. The frequency, I'm sure, I choose to even know. Like, I have not used it. I literally got it in the mail yesterday. And let me see if I have a picture. I think I might have a picture. Yes. All right. I kind of opened it, but it's really, really packed really well. So let me show you this picture so you can see it. That is it. Okay. It's at $180. So again, my hope is that you guys get some of this diamond swag, and that this affects your biofield, your belief system, your understanding of truth, and that somehow it's a tangible shift for you, whether it's the essential oils or any of the gifts. And by the way, I think I'm just going to put on some valerium, and I have, I choose to calm down. Just thinking about it. Okay, and Valor is all over me and diffusing in multiple places. So let's talk about how we can do this. Are you guys with me? Are we good? Is everybody good? I only have so much time, so I'm going to have to do this so freaking fast. Okay. So there's a difference between creating goals and like setting goals versus creating goals. If you're setting a goal, then you are by decree not having your goal yet. If you have to set a goal, it means you don't have it yet. Therefore, you have consented to not having it yet. So I don't choose to set goals. I get the idea. I've done it my whole life in the past. And now with this awakening, I'm seeing that creating is so much powerful. And you get to create whatever you choose. And what is in your realm, what you see on the outside, is a good indicator of what you believe inside. All you got to do is look around and see how people treat you, see what kind of things happen, see what kind of patterns in your life, and you will instantly know what's going on inside. It's pretty easy to tell. So okay, I got this. So we get to create our goals. If you've ever felt stuck, or you felt like, oh my gosh, I just choose to get to the next level, or maybe you've had some issues with self-sabotage and you're not even realizing it, this is a great teaching. And so I know you guys are going to like this. God has plans for you. It says in Jeremiah, plans to prosper you. We talked about that. And abundance is a big deal. Abundance and provision is part of that. And part of getting and remembering or being awake to all God is and everything that He is. Remember, the kingdom of God is within. He is within us. Christ in me, hope of glory. If He is in me and I can imagine and see and remember, I love that word, remember. To do again. To keep doing. To constantly keep doing. To member, meaning one body, all in one, us all working together as one. To remember, to be in union with God at all times. That means only thinking what God thinks, only speaking what God would speak, only feeling what the heart of God would feel. Remembering means to be in Christ, to remember Christ is within fully in every cell and every organ, and that means we get to do everything that He did. A matter of fact, it says greater things than these. Greater things than Christ? Are you kidding me? Yes, greater things than Christ. That seems crazy, but it is so true. So how do we do that? Again, the biggest thing that I've seen is this, and this. What you believe, that word believe, let's talk about believe. The word believe means to be alive in something, to embody it, to walk it out, to act as if that's the truth. And what you focus on, you make room for. Okay, so we have to be careful what we're thinking. We have to really concentrate, meaning use discipline in every moment, from moment to moment to moment. Every moment we have to think of what we're thinking about and be aware of what we're talking about, and we'll be aware of what we're feeling. Because as a man thinketh, as a woman thinketh in his heart, as a man thinketh in his heart, so is he. So is he. So if we believe that we can't make it, that diamond stuff is only for those guys, that, oh, I have 5 kids, so it's not going to work, cancel, or I don't have any money in my checking account to cancel, or all the things and all the excuses, I don't have time, oh, I can't get on ER, oh, this or that, whatever. You know what? If it's important to you, you will make a way. I'm telling you, you have to make a way to do this. I had little babies doing this. I was a single mom doing this. I barely had money to pay the rent at times. I had people giving me donations for Christmas and for my school uniforms for my kids. Like, we didn't have the lights on sometimes, and I still kept going. We just did this, okay? We just went. And so no matter what your situation is, nothing can shift you from doing the fullness of what God is. If you can believe in your heart, be alive in, yes, I am already Royal Crown Diamond now, then guess what? You will start to create an energy to that. Every single thought that you have, sometimes you think thoughts don't matter. Thoughts literally do matter. Thoughts matter as in they manifest. Do you know that we can actually take thoughts, and there are instruments that can measure the frequency of your thoughts? It's been documented over and over and over. We just think, oh, well, I'm going to think negative about that person or about this situation or about me or about you or about how I look or about how you look or about what your choices are or all those things. And guess what? Every single thought matters, as in manifests, as in has a frequency. And guess what? I'm going to read this. It has code too, and it has color, and also every single word, thought, and feeling has a frequency, and it can be measured. And it's the measuring equipment that has it on there will document that a thought can be as strong as 55 times more than a 50 kilowatt broadcasting station sending a message around the world. Okay, let me say that again. Your thoughts, that means everybody, all of our thoughts matter, and they send a signal as strong as a 55 kilowatt broadcasting station. No, 55 times more than a 50 kilowatt broadcasting station sending a message around the world. Yes, thoughts matter. Thoughts definitely matter, and feelings matter. What you feel truly does matter. I hope you guys are tagging and sharing and calling your people and getting this on the call right now. I hope you guys are tagging and sharing and telling people to get their butts in this group and get in this class right now. Feelings do matter. A matter of fact, when I did my internship, I'm a naturopathic doctor. I went to freaking, I don't know how, years and years of school, undergraduate, master's, and then my medical degree. I got to do an internship in cardiac rehab. And when I did that, I got to participate and or observe surgery, heart surgery. And I would always be so fascinated because the surgeons would talk about the blue currency or light that was within the hearts of the people that we were cutting up. It had frequency, it had an energy, it had a current, and you could tangibly see light at times, like a flicker or a flash of blue light. I mean, come on, it's tangible. Well, guess what? That tangible sound, that tangible current, we are all electric, and that tangible currency shoots through your entire body. It shoots a message to your brain, and your brain goes, okay, depending on what you're thinking, good or bad, it's going to release tons of biophysiological chemicals through your body. Chemicals will just surge. Hormones will surge. Different things will surge based on what you're feeling, what you're thinking about. So if we're thinking about fear, guess what? We send a message to the brain, and the brain releases cortisols and all the things that cause us to be fat and stressed and worry, and it sends it's the fight or flight thing, and so your stomach messes up, and you gain weight, and it dehydrates your face and your skin, and I mean tons of stuff, right? Or you can think about positive things like love. You can not only think about it, but what about feeling love? When you feel love, not just being felt like I feel love, but I mean sending love out. Like I'm sending all of you love right now. I hope you feel my love to you, and I hope this love goes through you. Like I have been praying for all week about me being able to touch your heart in this, and I hope you feel love in this thing, besides the fact that my dog is screaming here. So what we feel creates a cascade, a symphony of things that go through our brain and our body, and it affects us. Not only, and this is good or bad, okay? Not only does this affect our body and what's going on inside, but it actually emits and radiates out and goes into this thing called the biofield. This biofield, the reason why they call it bio means two. They call it a biofield because it's electric and it's magnetic. Electric and magnetic. They call it an electromagnetic field. And some people's field is like 10 inches, and some people it goes out, oh my gosh, miles away. They have documented different people who literally have a biofield a mile away. And usually those people have a very big love field. So your bioelectric field will, when your heart feels anything, it creates a sound, a code, a frequency. It sends a message to your brain. Your brain releases all this stuff. Now it goes out into your biofield. So yes, it's electric And yes, it's tangible. A lot of people may be able to feel it. Think about Paul. Remember, it said his shadow even healed people. What? His shadow. Okay, that was his biofield, you guys. He was full of love and full of health and wholeness. And just him walking around in that vibe or that currency, he created, it went radiating out, and he could touch people just like Jesus, all of us. And guess what? You get to do that too. You get to do that too. A matter of fact, if you wear your oils work really well in your bioelectric field, because they don't just go in here, but they actually stay in your realm. So you're not just a walking diffuser that everyone can smell, but you are touching people with the chemistry of the oils in the field that we're walking in. We are touching people with our shadow, and we're seeing people shift. So, biofield, this goes out, and guess what? I said that it was electric? Yes, I did. But guess what? I'm also saying it's magnetic. What does magnetic mean? Magnetic means that it will pull to you everything that you're thinking about, everything that you're feeling. You will only get a match to what you are. So if you or me or any of us are thinking about fear, poverty, dis-ease, cancel, guess what we get? Fear, dis-ease. And remember Job? It said that the worst thing that he could think about or feel or whatever, guess what? It came onto him. Guess what? All the fears that he had about his children, guess what? It happened. It manifested. Because he thought about it, he felt it, and as a man thinks in his heart, as a woman thinks in his heart, so is he. So you only get a match to what you feel, what you think, and what you're talking about. It's really, really important. Let's see. Okay. What does this mean? Well, it means a lot. It means that we have to really practice what we're thinking and what we're feeling. For sure, we have to be more aware. A matter of fact, the scriptures say we demolish arguments and every pretension or every imagination that doesn't line itself up with the knowledge of truth or the knowledge of God. And we take captive every thought and we make it obedient. How do we make it obedient? We replace it. That's the only way to make it obedient, is we have to replace it. The code that we're sending out, let's say it's numbers, colors, equations. Some people have seen this. There are literally people who walk the planet who can see openly realms. There's been times when I've seen that stuff. I used to think I was going la-la. But we carry this stuff with us, just like the dude on Peanuts. You know, what's his name? Pigpen. He had this little weird thing. Matter of fact, in my book, Keys to Third Heaven, using God's revelation to impact the world, that book talks a lot about, okay, if you see it, now what do we do with it? If you feel it and know what's going on, if you recognize things prophetically or even feel it or see the realm, like, what do we do? And this code that it's not just what you're thinking, but then you also have like a signature code that is genetically connected to you. So maybe some of your beliefs aren't directly related to anything that you came up with in your environment, but it can actually be because of your DNA. Like maybe your parents had fear or poverty fear or divorce, cancel, or provision problems issues, or trauma issues in the past, or dis-ease issues in the past. Your genetic code, you have a signature code, just like a thumbprint. You have an electric signature code that is completely distinct to you. Only you have it, okay? And you know, yeah, you may be having some things come into you that match it, but if you see it, it's yours to heal. You can heal it. Epigenetics is a real deal, and I know that Cody did a class on epigenetics. You should do that, and I have tons of videos on it. Go to my YouTube, and I mean, I have lots of videos on all of this stuff. If this is your vibe and you get this and this is fun for you, you know, I have lots of stuff on this, on mapping and conscious creating and all of these things. So whatever we're thinking about and feeling, this stuff goes out, and we only get a match, because whether it's whatever's going on with mom and dad or grandpa and grandma, or mixed with our own issues of what we're thinking and feeling for that day. Good news, we can shift it. If you see it, If you see patterns that you don't choose, it's a gift for you to be able to see that and go, okay, guess what? I have more to love. I have more to do. I get to heal this. It's yours to heal. Just like a manager in an office space. If you are the manager of an office space and you walk in and all the furniture is upside down and a big, huge mess, you don't have to call anybody and go like, oh my gosh, what do I do? You just simply start cleaning up and start telling people, let's get this fixed. And you don't have to go to all kinds of doctors about it and all kinds of counseling about it. I love that you can, if you choose to vent or to talk to someone that you really love, that's great. But I'm going to give you some keys on how to do it otherwise. So you only get a match, and everything that does show up, we have to touch it with love. And let's say you really do choose to uprank or to walk in health or have the best marriage on the planet or in the universe or have like the perfection of your children or whatever promise that you know that's in here that you really feel is yours, because all these things are yours. All these things can be added unto you. When we actually seek truth and love, all these things can be added because the kingdom of God is within us. And God would never say, I don't have, or I don't have the money for this bill, or I don't have enough, or I'm not enough, or I have this sickness. Cancel, clear. All of those things I just said. I am the ascended Jesus Christ, permanent light, love, and victory, already attained in my marriage, in my finances, in my children, in my family, whatever it is. We get to speak that, believe that, and create it. So everything that doesn't line up with the knowledge of Christ or the imagination of Christ, we have to replace it instantly with the truth of what God would say, what God would feel, what God would talk about. And it has to be quick. And I'm guaranteeing you, anyone who's here, you are going to be more awake than you've ever been and more cognitive of what you're thinking and what you're feeling and what you're talking about than you ever have before this class. I'm telling you, and you're probably, I choose for you to go back and replay. If that's important to you, then you can reprogram, because you get to change your life. You get to change your outcome. You get to be the author of your story, your rank, your marriage, your family, your healing, whatever it is, you get it. So maybe in the past, your family was familiar with or safe feeling poor, or maybe you had a belief system, maybe you had a belief system that rich people are too stressed. I've done personal coaching with people, and we've done outcome maps over the phone and did whatever, and they'll pick this really tiny goal. And I'm like, I want to be senior star. Great if you're senior star, but why are you asking to be senior star when you could be Royal Crown Diamond or freaking Captain of the Universe or something? Like, let's pick something, anything less than your highest choice, you will always contain self-sabotage. Pick your highest thing. But like I've heard people go, well, but people who have money are too stressed and they don't have time for their family, or they're a bigger target, or whatever. It's like, cancel. These are programs. People who have money get to choose their time and get to choose what they're doing with their friends and their family, and they get to hire people to help them. Okay, that's what's real. Okay, and I don't want to say hate. I don't like the whole new levels, new devils program at all. It's so retarded. Okay, I love you, but new levels, new devils. Why are we talking about devils? Okay, because that brings a frequency of that into the consciousness. Let's just say, you know what? I am provision. Would God ever say or think new levels, new devils? Freaking no. And God's in you, and God's in me, and we're created in His image. So, you know what? Only God touches me. Only God feels me. Only God sees me. I am the ascended Jesus Christ, permanent light, love, and victory already attained. God's presence goes through me, in me, to me, and all around me now in Jesus' name. Or whatever you choose. You could say whatever, whatever your belief is. But we have got to step out and shift the idea. What if your family saw himself as a victim on a regular? You know who I'm talking about. They post these things like, oh no, woe is me, pray for me, this and that. And it's like, no judgment. I believe in prayer. But if you are posting in a place of victimization, then guess what? You will be victimized. If your belief is that you're a victim instead of a victor, then you will create a code that goes out and it will come back, and you will have other people victimize you over and over and over again, because that's what you believe. Cancel, clear, all of that. So guess what? We are, God is in us, and yes, Christ in me, hope of glory. And I am the ascended Jesus Christ, permanent light, love, and victory already attained, and only God touches me, only God sees me, only God hears me. I demand and command miracles right now. I am that I am. How about that? That's just easy. I am that I am, because God would say that. And I'm not saying that I'm God. I'm saying that God is within me. And he is so powerful, and we get to do these things when we partner with him, when we co-mission with him and do that. So, let's talk about, Okay, now I'm going to show you a graphic, because I really think this is something I've only showed one group of people ever. So please, this is actually copywritten. Let me find it. I'm almost finished, I promise you guys. I know I'm going a little bit over, because I think this is going to seal it for you. No, that's not it. Let's see. This is copywritten, and so you cannot use this, but I'm going to attempt to do this in a way where you guys can benefit creating here. Oh, Lord. Technology. Okay. So this is the past, this is the present, and this is the future, and this is future and beyond. This is copywritten. You cannot use this without permission. It's going in a book. So, yeah. But let me explain to you. This is where we are. This is where you are. This is the current reality right here. This is the future, B. Okay? This is B and beyond. This is outlooking. Most of the time, if you are setting goals, I choose not to like, I just don't like that. If we are setting goals, most of us have been taught to set goals from the beginning of time. I'm telling you, from kindergarten, we're setting goals to have good grades, to beat the person next to us, to be in competition, la, 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 la. We're in the stress. We live in the stress, cancel, clear of being an A, and looking to be, and trying to figure out how to get there. What do we do? What are the things? What are the lists? What are the accomplishments? What are the things I got to do daily? What are the monthly things? What are all the la 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 la? It's a big mess, okay? And there's tension there. Cancel. And what we do is we put out what they call, our energy goes into this. This is quantum physics. Our energy goes into this, and it goes out. It's actually called an offering wave. This offering wave goes out, and it's like, oh, I can dream about it. Oh, I see it right there. Oh, I'm hoping for this. Oh, that would be so nice if it was this. Oh, my goodness, I got to have that one day. Oh, I choose to have this as my destiny. We send that little offering wave out, and the offering lands here, and then it goes back in an echo wave, and it actually goes here, and it goes here, and it looks for anything to cancel it out, okay? It looks for anything to cancel it. For anything to cancel it, whether that's your mind, your feelings, or your mouth. It could be a belief system that you have, like, oh, no, I can't be this because, I tried that one time and it didn't work. Or I can't be Royal Crown Diamond or whatever, cancel clear, because my parents tried to get a raise once and they lost their job, or they went into bankruptcy. Oh, shoot. I don't know how that happened, or whatever. So it's like we go back, and if there's any negative, it creates a drag. It takes away, it cancels out. And guess what? We stay in energetic purgatory. We stay in A because we lose momentum. We come out here, we're so strong, we're so excited. There's an energy, a love, and excitement, and then it comes back and it goes, oh, yeah, but whatever. And we lose some stuff. You may get a little here, you may get back to here. You may even get a couple steps, but who has ever had the 2-step forward, 1-step back thing? That's what this is. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Cancel, cancel, cancel. We choose to go beyond this. Okay, I know I'm going over. I'm so sorry. I'm going to be finishing up. This is our second option. Okay? This is, we're here. And we don't just look at what it is to get the goal or the desire, but we say, well, now that I have the goal, now that I have my miracle, what am I doing? What am I feeling? What am I thinking about? You go beyond that into the future and beyond. You go, well, now that I'm royal, or now that I'm whole and healthy, or now that my marriage is perfect and a bliss of union and love and peace, we are going on dates. We are paying off the car. We are giving generously. We are traveling. We are going to do now that we're traveling where we're going to Disneyland, we're going to this, we're doing these things, la 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 la. We don't just go from A, but we sit in B or even C, and we imagine with specificity, we decree with specificity, we imagine our thoughts, and we even go as far as feeling it already happened. Because guess what? Your limbic system, your heart and your limbic system cannot tell the difference between what is really happening and what is fake. So if we can imagine or image a nation, that word to imagine, or pretend, tend to, as if it's happening, we can sit here, we imagine being here and what we're doing while we're doing this. Your brain starts to release chemicals that, oh my God, it's happening. I'm healed already. Oh my God, I feel amazing. What am I doing now that I'm healed? I am jumping. I am lifting things. I am taking walks. I am with my friends. I am going out. I'm walking the dog. I'm playing in the garden. I'm carrying things I couldn't carry before. I'm walking, all the things. We stay here. We think about it. We talk about it. And then we don't get on the phone and then talk about how no, we don't have the bill. Or no, I feel really sick, or cancel. Because guess what? This energy is going to go back and it's going to look for the negative A. It's going to look for any drag. It's going to come back and go, well, is she thinking about the past? Is she thinking about the reality? You know, it's going to go back with that echo wave. Once we put the offering out, it's going to go back and it's going to go, well, has she canceled anything with her words? Has she canceled anything with her thoughts? Has she canceled anything with her heart? Oh my gosh, well, we get negative points then. And guess what? We might even land here. We might even land here. But you could fall short because you're not really staying. Again, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of our God, and we take captive every thought and we make it obedient. We stay, we image, we pretend, we tend to as if it's happening. And the more we do that, the more that code comes back. And guess what happens when the code comes back? I'm going to lift this up because this doesn't really seem like it's high enough. You guys, this is where the money is. Okay. I'm just going to lift this up. Can you guys see this? So here we are in this situation. This is current reality. But we're not talking about current reality anymore. We're focused on not just being in B, but being in C and beyond. We're there. We're pretending we're there. We're mapping we're there. We're treasure mapping we're there. We're outcome mapping we're there. We're decreeing we're there. We're decreeing what we're doing after we're already there. We are spending time as if it's happening. We are resting. We are sleeping. We're telling our friends and even in our mind going, I am so glad I am healed. Oh my God, it's amazing. When you're asking for prayer, you're saying, hey, vote my victory. I see myself healed. I see myself walking. I see myself doing the things. I see myself in provision. All of that, right? Well, guess what? That offering wave goes out. And it comes back, and it comes over here, and it's like, oh crap, there isn't anything to cancel it out. There isn't anything to mess that up. There isn't anything even here that she believes she's here anymore. She's completely forgotten that she's here. Oh my God, she might think she's actually here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or here, or any. Oh my God, what's happening? She's thinking like God. She's feeling like God. What the heck? I mean, we're not God, but God's destiny is in us. And guess what? We manifest this. That's where the money is. That's where the rank is. That's where your dreams are. Whatever those dreams are. I don't care if you're telling me I want to be a basket weaver of toad hairs. If that's your dream, you go do that to the best of your knowledge, and you don't look back in any way. Okay? Okay. I'm back. So I got to finish up. How do we get rid of the negative A? How do we do it? I'm going to give you some steps. Okay? Number 1, conscious language. Definitely conscious language. Okay? We have to speak only, and we have to only voice our choice. Only voice our choice. Number 2, that's number 1. Outcome mapping, imagination, pretend. I have vision boards. And I saw that Lauren had one too. Well, most of us do. If you're diamond, because we're doing this, okay? Vision boards are key. And outcome mapping. I have tons of videos on outcome mapping and tons of videos on conscious language. I can tag you guys and all that stuff. And I teach it in my Divine Science group and all of that. So jump in. Number 3, oils, 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 oils. Okay, let's go over a few. You want to do dream catcher. You want to do grow. You want to do inner unity, higher unity. You want to do believe. You want to do sacred frankincense, clarity, highest potential, envision. You want to do hope. You want to do, let's see, whatever else. Abundance is a good one, okay? You want to do harmony, hello, in harmony with God and all that he thinks that he is. How about awaken? Awaken is a good one. All of these, okay? And once you do that, what do? Then you layer it with grounding oils, trees. Get the trees, okay? This is myrtle, northern lights, Kunzia is a really good one. It's a really tree. Cedarwood, valerian, patchouli, grounding, cypress, pine. We put all the woods on top to layer it, to ground those frequencies. Gary didn't just make this stuff because he's like, whatever, I just feel like making a joy oil now. He knows the chemical constituents and he knows the frequency. And he knows that we get to amplify this. You know, you can put peppermint on top of all of this and it will amplify it. But we get to put it on our body. This goes out into the biofield, the bioelectric field, and we get a match. Okay, it's not just fun stuff. This is science. It's fun, but it's also science. And we get to do that to everyone. We get to touch everyone in that, okay? And to clear stuff, okay? Maybe you just need to clear. Maybe you just got in some weird stuff and bumped into it. Sage and white angelica. Really, really key, okay? So oils, oils, oils. That's number 4. Number 5, get a new thought. Again, we demolish arguments and every pretension that sets itself up against the knowledge of our God, and we take captive every imagination, we make it obedient. So have some decrees or have some sayings that as soon as you catch yourself that you have something to say and replace it with right away, okay? Number 5, nature. Some people would tell you don't go out in the sun. I would tell you get in the sun. There's code in the sun. There is code in the sun. Now, don't get in the sun with all kinds of chemicals, but because that could be that's the problem right there. But get into the sun. The sun has code, nature has code, wave has code, earth has code, mountains have code. You can get in the ocean and reset in 30 seconds. You can get in and then do your decrees and all that, and you're going to multiply it. Get a coach. Scientifically it's proven that you are like your 5 most people that you hang out with. So get someone who's already there. Someone's done it. You wouldn't go to a doctor or a lawyer who's, a doctor who's never helped in a situation. You wouldn't go to a divorce lawyer if you really needed a criminal lawyer. Get someone who's a coach who's going to walk you through and help you, someone who's already there, someone who has the frequency, someone who's going to coach you into it, reprogram you. Get lots of books. And your coach doesn't have to be, I would encourage you to pay a coach or get some consultations or do something with someone who's going to pump you up and get you into remembering truth. But that could be on YouTube. That could be on reprogramming. That could be reading someone's books or getting their CDs or, just following them on Instagram and watching what they do and, you can get code from that. So number 7, fasting. Number 8, music. Whole tones is a big deal. Animals is number 9. Creativity, art, music, doing anything creative is going to help you to get rid of that negative. Number 11, and this is, some people won't like it and I don't care. Everyone's going to like it. No, I'm going to create my world. Everyone will like this. Just like when oils came out, people thought it was weird. Now everyone's realizing that there's science to it. There's science to crystals. And it's biblical. There are biblical scriptures all over that talk about crystals. And, you don't have to believe it, but the crystals are alive. The rocks are alive, just like the oils are alive. And I have a ton of teachings on that in my group. And they are very freaking helpful. And they very much work with the oils. They will amplify things like on a level that you just didn't even know existed. That I didn't know existed until in the last year or so. So, yeah. And breathe, exercise, do all those things. So I hope this helped. I went way freaking over. Please ask any questions or comments. I will feel free to ask anything. I will help as much as I can. I love your encouragement. I love your rowdy love and sending love to me. And please, let's make a better world with what we're doing, okay? You are the one. look at Gary and look what Gary did in this whole world. Just one person with all of us, yes, now. But Gary did something amazing, okay? And you have something just like that you're supposed to be doing, whether it's the vision of him and what he's doing coupled with whatever. But I'm telling you, you are very special. You were handpicked to do something so freaking incredible here on the earth while you're here. And you have the potential, you have the I am in you, you have God's full capabilities living inside of you. As long as we can remember and remind that he is here, that source and the creator of the universe is in us, and we get to do all the things that he does and all the things we get to participate and commission with. You can make a difference. Please tag and share, because I believe that if we could change our beliefs as a company, oh my God, what would we do? We're already soaring, and can you imagine if the entire world shifted even more tangibly? And what if we just like shifted the whole government? Gary would talk about shifting the whole government all the time, and he changed cities and places. When he would go to different countries, he would change everything. When, you know, from the schools to whatever, he would build schools and build subdivisions and build, you know, wellness centers and hospitals and do all these things for all these people. And like, we get to do that. We get to shift whatever. You have a call that's unique to you. And when we do these things, we cancel the negative A. We cancel the A, and we live in the B. We live in the abundance. We live in the prosperity, and you get to do that. We get to do that. So co-mission with me doing that. Co-mission with your team and your upline, and help them with their beliefs today, okay? So again, don't set goals. Create them. Live in your realm. And guess what? When you shift, just you don't have to change anyone. As a matter of fact, please don't. Just look at you, and you do you. And when you shift you, your energy shifts. And like Robert Tennyson Stevens says all the time, you will affect and shift everyone who touches the hem of your garment. And I've seen it happen over and over and over and over and over, and it's still happening. I'm still experiencing it. I'm seeing it with the clients that I work with. I'm seeing it with marriages, with health, with provision, with ranks. I mean, talk to Janie Pope and some of the other ones. They're not even on my team. They do consultations. She went silver. Bam. People are just like ranking. You get to do this, okay? And this is all you got to do is follow these steps. So tag, share, do all the things. I'm going to give all this stuff away. I love you. And I went way over. And, oops, talk to you soon. All right, bye.